Hey, what's up YouTube? Back for another quick vlog. As you guys can tell, we riding home in the rain. This is called a major miscalculation. 20% chance of storms turned into a hellacious thunderstorm. Had me trapped at work for another hour almost. But we got a break into action. So it's now or never as far as trying to get home. So a great opportunity to bring you guys the first wet vlog for the channel. Looks like traffic's backed all the way up, so we definitely ain't going highway. We're gonna go ahead and take the street way home. I figured that'll be a safer way to go, especially with these road conditions and how people drive, and they already can't see in the day, in sunny days. They probably definitely won't see me now. First part about this, traffic four-way stops is squeezing this damn clutch. Man, I hate squeezing this damn clutch. Goddamn hand cramp. That's why I love highway riding so much more. Stop and go traffic is not made for bikes. The good old thumb cutout. For those wondering, this thumb is for iPhone access. For those wondering, looking at my glove, what's going on with his gloves? Look at this fool. Don't jump out in front of me now. Man, I am so glad that this rain is starting to clear up. So we got wet roads, but we ain't got torrential downpours like we did before. They ain't too bad compared to earlier. I tell you guys, earlier it was over as far as going anywhere. All right, what we got here? Got a little action. Never fails. Cops pulling over somebody. What, they steal a whole bunch of totes? Who knows? So the mission is simple. Make it home. Make it home in one piece. But we got breaks in the sky, break in the clouds, a little drizzle, a little road splatter. It's alright though. This rain has reminded me I need to hit my visor with some more Rain X, defogger, and all that good stuff. I did it to my clear visor, but I have not had a chance to do it to my tinted visor. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and get past all this traffic and scoot up a little bit. Yeah, excuse me, I'm coming through. I'm coming through. Yeah, I don't know if that makes drivers mad or not, but it's one of the perks. It's one of the perks of being on a bike. This is what it's like, riding in the rain, a little drizzle. It's been a while since I rode in the rain, man. I mean, I've been caught in the rain a few times, more than a few, you know, of all the years I've been riding. So, I mean, the number one thing is just taking your time, understanding that, you know, these roads, oil and water don't mix. So anywhere that, you know, stoplights where oil could puddle up or anything crazy like that is a hazard. So no leaning, no speeding, you know, giving plenty of time to stop, trying to make sure you're visible. As long as you're doing those things, you can ride in the rain. I mean, of course, a nice quality set of tires will help you out a lot, but even average tires, you're okay as long as you take your time. And that's you being okay. Now, it doesn't apply to everybody else. So, you know, the danger factor as far as other cars goes up times 20, because you got to think, everybody's windshield wipers is going. They may not see you. For one, I'm on a silver bike, it blends in with overcast, right? Not really visible. And two, hell, if they're texting, driving, or not paying attention, not checking the mirrors, all those things, it just makes a difference. So it's just being smart. All right, let's go. We can finally drive a little bit, let my hand rest. But I think the worst is behind us as far as this storm. But I gotta tell you, as we riding, I guess I'll take this moment to chat with y'all a little bit. When it comes to riding a Honda CBR 1000 or any 1000 liter bike, man, the power is probably the biggest thing you gotta make sure you're aware of, especially if you're new and you never rode a bike before. You know, everybody always talks about which size bike is better to start off on, or, you know, should you start off on 1000 or a small bike or any of those kind of things. Well, to be honest, for me, my journey was a normal journey. Let's get on out of here. But I worked my way up. You know, I started on a Ninja 250, was my first bike. Ended up picking it up at a hell of a deal. It was damn near brand new. A guy had just laid down on it. Not a high-speed wreck or anything. But it scared him. It scared him so much he wanted to sell it. So I got it for dirt cheap. And that's why I learned how to ride on. You know, actually my first ride was my cousin's bike, the one that rides on the vlogs with me. He came over on his Ninja ZX6R. That was his first bike. I rode it. I was like, man, this is cool. So I got that bike. I had it for a total of 1 month. 1 month, that is it. You know, I ended up wanting to sell it because one day on the highway, I was surrounded by semis. I got myself in a situation where I just wasn't feeling comfortable. And I looked down and I was in 6th gear. And I was almost at the top of 6th gear. Meaning I couldn't kick down, I couldn't get out of trouble. I didn't have the power to get out of trouble. And that's when, right then and there, that's when I decided, man, forget this, I need a bigger bike. So I ended up selling that bike, and luckily, since I got it so cheap, I was able to sell it at a premium price and actually make money on it. So next bike was a ZX6R myself. I think it was, I forgot what year it was, like a 2003 or something like that. Damn, I can't remember what year it was, but yeah, ZX6R, same kind of bike as my cousin, and that bike was awesome. Had that bike for about 1.5 years. It was just enough power for me to, you know, get out of trouble, just enough power for me to feel comfortable, to feel like I can move and get somewhere if I wanted to. And it was an awesome bike, I ain't gonna lie. It was an awesome bike, handled great. I felt like it was within my comfort zone. But then after about 1.5 years or so, you know, I decided, hey, let me try 1,000. Let me see what it's like to ride a liter bike. Sold that bike, sold the ZX6R for more money than I bought it. So 2 bikes in a row I was able to flip and actually make money off of, which was awesome. Put a little money with it, and I ended up buying me a Gixxer 1000, a 2006 Gixxer 1000. Let's get around these cars. But yeah, now that Gixxer, that was my introduction to a real bike. When I say real bike, I mean a bike that could kill you. I mean, any bike can kill you, but that bike would really kill you if you didn't respect it. And that's the first time I ever, you know, maxed out a bike that was moving so fast I felt like I was hurtling down the highway. So come on over, come on over. But yeah, I definitely maxed that out. I think that thing topped out, you know, 6th gear, 186 miles an hour. Still had a few thousand RPM left, and it was still pulling. You know, these bikes have governors on them, so you never really know how fast you're going after that point. But that was the bike I really got my introduction on. It was an awesome, awesome bike. M4 exhaust, Power Commander 3 on it. And you guys probably wondering, well, where's that bike at? Well, I sold it. And that was the first time I sold a bike not to upgrade. I sold it just because I needed the money. That's the only reasons most people sell bikes, man. Either to upgrade, or they're scared of it because they had a baby and wife want them to get rid of it, or they get in a situation where they need money. That's why bikes is like the ultimate, you know, savings account. Hell, you can always liquidate a bike if you get in a situation where you need to. So yeah, that's kind of one of my biggest regrets as far as my riding, is getting rid of that bike, because that was the last bike I had for the last, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6 years. That was the last bike I had. Every time I wanted to get another bike, get the money for it, something else would happen in life, whether it's kids or the house or, you know, whatever the case may be. So now we at this Honda CBI 1000. This is a 07. My Gixxer was a 06. So it's 1 year newer, but a lot older. Because you got to consider, I had that 06 Gixxer. It was years ago. So it was like 2010. So that bike was a lot newer than this one. But still an awesome bike. Now when it comes to this Honda, I gotta tell you guys, one of the biggest differences that I've noticed between this Honda and that Gixxer has to be the throttle response on this thing. These Hondas, I've had all 3 kind of bikes. I've had Cows, you know, Suzuki, and now this Honda, and out of all of them, the throttle response on this is amazing. It's instant power. It doesn't play around with you. It's not, you know, creeping up on you or anything. You pull that throttle, it's there right now. It's like whatever you want, I'm here for you. So You know, that's probably the biggest thing. Now I will say the brakes on this bike, I get a little bit of a, I don't know, it's not really as smooth as my cousin's 2010 Honda. It's not as smooth as my Gixxer. I looked at the this is a 07 Honda. Yeah. Hey, got caught in the rain, man. You know how it is. Try to ride the, it's supposed to be 20%. Oh yeah, that's all right. Hey, ride safe. What's up? It's a 07. Yep. Hey, nice bike, man. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it's awesome, man. Whenever you get a chance to talk to some other guys that enjoy riding. But back to this Honda, man. I looked on the forums, and I've heard things as far as these Hondas front brakes kind of being a little iffy sometimes, especially the 07 model. So I'm probably gonna go get that checked out just to make sure. But throttle response is great, handles great, the seating on it could be more comfortable. My seat's hard as hell, but you know, you can change your seats out. But other than that, man, it's an awesome bike. You know, to be a 07, I believe this is the latest generation of this particular model. So it's always good when you're not getting the first gen of a bike. You know, they've had chances to refine it and, you know, get all the other stuff out of it. Very, very, very strong engine, and definitely rides good, man. So I think I'll be satisfied with this for a long time. If I did get rid of this bike, it's definitely going to be to get a newer one. But you know, honestly, if you go newer, what are you really getting? I mean, you're probably getting a lot more as far as technology and all those kind of things, you know, anti-lock brakes and, you know, rider assist and all of that. But honestly, do you need all of that? I don't know. I think anyone that's rode an older bike and then has one of those newer bikes, I don't know if they appreciate it or not. If you got one of those, drop it in the comments. But I think being able to ride and feel your bike and feel everything that's going on with it makes you a better rider. That's just my opinion. As far as upgrades on it, I gotta tell you guys, there's a few things I want to do to this. The first and foremost, probably gonna change the plastics on it. You know, I did drop it, you know, a few videos ago. You guys see that, damaged the ferns a little bit. But even before that, I wanted to change the plastics on it and change the scheme up on the color on it. You'll be amazed what a new set of plastics will do to your bike. All right, take these turns nice and smooth. We ain't in no hurry. But yeah, so that'll probably be the next thing. New plastics, maybe an ECU flash or something like that. As far as the bike being geared, I don't know. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna leave it geared. I mean, the torquiness is all good when you're riding by yourself, but if you're riding with a group of people, you know, and everybody's getting on it, you find the limitation of your bike very quickly. You know, this bike caps out now at around 160, 165 miles an hour before I redline in 6th gear. Now, as you guys know, these leader bikes, normally every single one of them should be able to hit 186, 190, you know, depending on the weight of the rider and all of that stuff. So you lose your top end, you get a better bottom end, more torque from gearing, but is it better for riding? I don't know. So I may end up changing back the gearing on it, but other than that, hell, man, I'm rolling. Get some two-wheel therapy. When you want some two-wheel therapy, it really don't matter what you own as long as you're enjoying yourself, you know, trying to stay safe out on these streets and just doing what you do. So hey, we ain't too far from the crib, so I think it's a good point to stop this. Remember, riding in the rain, take your time, not in a hurry. You know, watch out for lightning. Lightning will kill you faster than anything else. And just do what you do. So hey, hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I'll catch you guys next time.